Let me ask you something deeply personal. When was the last time you looked in the mirror and truly saw yourself? Not just your features, your lines, your lashes, but the woman behind them. The one who's lived, who's loved, who's learned. The one who's still vibrant, still evolving, even if the world sometimes forgets to see her that way. Now, imagine this. You're out having lunch with an old friend. She tilts her head, studies your face, and says, "Did you get a facial?" You look refreshed, brighter somehow. You smile almost sheepishly. "Nope, just new glasses." I know it sounds almost too simple, but sometimes the smallest change can be the most powerful shift. Because after 60, a pair of glasses isn't just about reading fine print or driving at night. It becomes something far more personal, a silent narrator of your story, the frame that holds your expressions, your presence, your essence. And here's the truth no one talks about. The wrong pair of glasses can quietly age your face by a decade without you even noticing. But the right pair, it can lift, soften, energize. It can make people lean in, not look past you. It can make you feel like you've come home to your reflection. Hi, I'm so glad you're here. On this channel, we talk about grace, not just as something we carry on the outside, but something we reclaim from within. And today, we're going to explore something that might seem small, but could just change how you show up in the world. In this video, I'll share with you why your current glasses might be quietly working against you. The subtle but powerful signs they're adding years instead of highlighting your light. And most importantly, how to choose frames that don't just help you see clearer, but help you feel seen. And this isn't about chasing youth. This is about honoring the woman you are today, elegant, experienced, evolving, because you deserve to look in the mirror and not just recognize yourself, but admire her. So if you've ever felt like your face just doesn't look like you anymore, if you've been wearing the same frames for 10, maybe 20 years, if you're ready for a change but you're not sure where to begin, this is your invitation, not to reinvent yourself, but to realign with yourself. And if this resonates so far, would you take a moment to tap like? It tells the algorithm that women over 60 deserve better style content. And it helps this message reach someone else who might need to hear it today. You're also warmly invited to subscribe because here we believe you're never too old to rediscover your radiance. Now, let's begin with a gentle truth. Your glasses sit at the very center of your face. They are the first thing people notice when they look at you, before your smile, before your earrings, even before your words. They're in every photo, every conversation, every first impression. But here's the catch. Most of us spend hours choosing the perfect lipstick shade or scarf. While our glasses, they quietly stay the same for years, unchanged, unexamined, unnoticed. Even though we have changed, our lives, our skin, our sense of self. And when your outer frames no longer reflect your inner glow, that quiet mismatch can dim your sparkle. Not because it changes who you are, but because it changes how the world receives you. And how you, without realizing, receive yourself. So let's change that. Let's talk honestly about the glasses we've outgrown. Not just physically, but energetically. Let's explore how to spot the quiet culprits that might be aging you, and how one intentional shift could help you feel more like you again. Ready? Let's go find the frames that tell your story. Let's start with something honest. Most of us don't wake up one day and decide, "I'm going to wear outdated, aging glasses today." Of course not, but here's what does happen. We buy a pair of glasses that fit who we were at the time, maybe 10, 15, even 20 years ago. And then life gets busy. We focus on work, on family, on just getting through the day. And without realizing it, those same glasses follow us through every new season of life. While our face changes, our energy shifts, our style evolves, but the glasses, they stay the same, and that's when the quiet disconnect begins. You feel more vibrant than ever inside, but your reflection, it doesn't quite match. And here's the kicker, you might not even realize it's your glasses that are creating the gap. So let me walk you through the 5 subtle but powerful ways your current frames might be quietly adding years to your appearance, and more importantly, how to recognize them. Because awareness is the first step toward reclaiming your radiance. One, outdated frames, the style that stayed too long. Let's talk about the ghost of eyewear past. Tiny wire-rimmed rectangles, chunky square plastic blocks. Oversized vintage curves with thick bridges. You know the ones, they were in once, maybe even revolutionary. But like every trend, they had their moment, and now they might be making your face look stuck in time. And here's what makes it tricky. These old frames don't scream, "I'm out of style." They whisper it, they send subtle messages like, "I haven't updated anything in years. I'm hanging on to what used to work, but you're not that woman anymore. You've grown, you've softened in some ways, strengthened in others. Your glasses should grow with you, because when they do, they unintentionally signal that you're no longer paying attention, even when you absolutely are." So the next time you see yourself in photos or catch your reflection in a window, ask yourself, do these glasses still represent me? Two frames that pull your face downward, gravity's uninvited friend. Here's something no one tells us in our 30s or 40s. As we age, gravity gently but persistently pulls our features downward. Our outer eyes dip. The corners of our mouths turn slightly lower, our cheeks lose a bit of volume, and the wrong glasses can magnify all of that. Certain frame shapes actually drag the eye down, frames with heavy bottoms. Wide, thick temples, drooping corners, or downward tilts. You may not even notice it at first, but the overall effect, it makes your face look more tired, more stern, less awake, even if you're feeling great on the inside. Now imagine the opposite. A frame with an upward sweep, lightness at the corners, lifting the eye, opening the face. It's a subtle difference, but a powerful one. The right shape can act like an optical facelift, no needles required. So hold your glasses up to the mirror. Do they pull your expression down, or do they help lift it just enough to bring your sparkle back? 3. The wrong color when neutral isn't really neutral. Let's talk about color, the most underestimated part of choosing glasses. Because here's the truth, the color of your frames can either light you up or wash you out completely. Many women default to safe colors like black, silver, or gunmetal gray, and those can work. But not for everyone. If you have warm undertones in your skin or golden tones in your hair, black can be harsh. It creates too much contrast, making your skin look dull or tired. If your hair is silver, white, or salt and pepper, dark frames might overpower your natural softness. And you might notice it, but you don't know what's wrong. You just think, "I look tired," or "maybe I need more makeup." But often it's not you, it's the color sitting at the very center of your face. Try warm browns, rose tones, soft golds, clear champagne, even blush. These shades don't just match your skin, they lift it. They reflect light, they echo the softness of your features, and most importantly, they help you look like you on a really good day. 4. Glasses that are too heavy, physically and visually. We've all seen them. Those glasses that look like they were made for someone else's face. Oversized, clunky, sliding down the nose, leaving red marks behind. Or worse, casting shadows under the eyes and across the cheeks. Now don't get me wrong, bold glasses can be beautiful. But after a certain age, our facial structure starts to shift. Our bones become more delicate. Our skin a little thinner. And suddenly, what used to look artistic now feels overwhelming. Wearing heavy, ill-balanced glasses can make your whole face look weighed down, not just physically but emotionally. Your eyes may look smaller. Your features may recede, and the joy in your expression might get lost behind the bulk of the frames. Instead, think lightweight. Think supportive, not dominant. Your glasses should lift your features, not fight with them. Because you deserve to be the center of attention, not your eyewear. 5. Poor fit, the silent saboteur. This one's the sneakiest of all. Even the most stylish, flattering pair of glasses can look aging if they don't fit properly. If they slide too low on your nose, they cast shadows under your eyes. If they pinch your temples, they change your facial expression subtly but constantly. If they cut across your eyebrows, they break up the harmony of your face. And you might not even realize it, you just feel off. Like your face doesn't look quite right no matter how good your skin or hair looks that day. Here's a quick trick: stand in front of the mirror, put on your glasses and smile. Do your eyes light up, or do the lenses cast shadows where your sparkle should be? Do the frames follow the natural curve of your brow? Do they lift the eye or cover it? When glasses fit well, everything changes. You look more alert, more open, more aligned with yourself, and that's what real style is about: alignment. Not just with what you wear, but with who you are. From mistakes to awareness, you're not behind, you're just ready. If any of this sounds familiar, please know you're not alone and you're not late. So many women over 50, 60, even 70 walk around with glasses that no longer reflect who they are. Not because they don't care, but because no one ever showed them what to look for. These aren't fashion crimes. They're just old habits, easily changed once you know. You don't have to start from scratch. You just need to start with you, your face, your features, your story, and the beautiful truth is this: when you begin choosing glasses that truly align with your energy today, the world begins to respond differently. You start to get compliments you haven't heard in years. You look at yourself and think, yes, that's me again. Because when the outside finally reflects the inside, you don't just look better, you feel more whole. Up next, we'll explore the exciting part: the 5 most flattering, age-defying types of eyeglass frames, proven to lift, illuminate, and help you feel more confident than ever. But before we get there, if any part of this spoke to you, please consider tapping the like button. It's a small gesture, but it tells YouTube that women over 60 deserve better, more empowering style content. And if you haven't yet, feel free to subscribe. There's so much more ahead, and I'd be honored to walk with you on this journey of rediscovery. In the last section, we uncovered the quiet ways your current glasses might be holding you back. Not just from seeing clearly, but from being seen fully. Seen for the vibrant, elegant, powerful woman you are. But now we turn the page. Because today isn't about what's wrong, it's about what's possible. Let's step into the light. Let's talk about the 5 most flattering, uplifting, and confidence-boosting styles of eyeglasses for women over 60. Backed not just by fashion, but by psychology and lived experience. These aren't trends, they're timeless tools, and they're here to help your outside catch up with everything brilliant that's still alive inside. 1. The modern cat eye, a subtle lift where it matters most. Let's start with a classic. The cat eye frame, refined, slightly angular, and eternally feminine. Now I know what you might be thinking: aren't cat eyes too trendy, too youthful, too much? The truth is, not anymore. Today's cat eye has evolved. It's softer, more sculpted. And when chosen right, it doesn't scream retro glam, it whispers graceful lift. What makes it so magical? The upward tilt at the corners mirrors the natural lift we crave as we age. It draws the eye up toward the temples, toward the cheekbones. It creates structure where we may have softened, definition where we may have blurred. It's like wearing eyeliner built into your frame. And the best part: you don't need to go bold or dramatic. Choose a muted burgundy, a warm tortoise shell, or a translucent blush. Let the shape do the lifting. Let the color do the harmonizing. And suddenly, people won't know what changed. They'll just know you look rested, alive, lit from within. 2 transparent or light-colored frames when you let the light in. Let me tell you a secret. If I had to recommend one change for most women over 60, it would be this: switch to a lighter frame. Clear, champagne, soft gray, warm blush. These colors don't cover your face, they illuminate it. Dark frames, especially black or harsh metal, can cast shadows. They draw attention away from your eyes. And for those of us with delicate skin, fine lines, or silver hair, they can feel like armor we didn't ask for. But light frames, they disappear in the best way. They let your skin breathe. They reflect light back onto your cheekbones. They soften everything, and in doing so, reveal what's beautiful, not what's aging. Think of them like your favorite sheer blouse: effortless, elegant, subtly transformative. And if you've gone gray or white, transparent tones will sing with your hair color, not compete with it. Sometimes the most powerful style statement is quiet confidence. 3. Tortoise shell and gentle patterns, texture without weight. There's a reason tortoise shell frames never go out of style. They're versatile, rich, understated, but full of personality. The mottled texture creates movement almost like makeup but built into the frame. They add warmth to pale skin, depth to soft features, and balance to neutral outfits. But more importantly, they look expensive even when they're not. It's the illusion of craftsmanship. The natural pattern, the custom feel, and for women over 60 that matters because we don't want to shout our style anymore. We want it to speak clearly with elegance and authenticity. Tortoise shell is your middle ground, not too bold, not too plain, just the right amount of character. Look for versions in warm taupe, dusty plum, soft gold, or even muted lavender tones. Let them echo your skin, your hair, your favorite scarf. They don't fight with you, they frame you. 4 rounded or softly geometric frames, harmony for changing contours. As we age, the shape of our face naturally softens. We lose volume in the cheeks, definition along the jawline. It's nothing to fear, it's simply evolution. But some frame shapes can fight with those changes. Harsh, sharp lines, thick rectangles, boxy styles. Instead, think of gentle curves, soft rectangles, teardrop shapes, subtle ovals. These shapes echo the natural flow of your face. They restore balance. They integrate, not interrupt. And this is especially powerful if you've ever felt like your glasses cut your features in half. Rounded styles blend, they soften and support. If you have a square face, these will balance you. If you have a round face, they'll refine you. The key here is moderation. Nothing too oversized, nothing cartoonish, just soft, confident geometry that feels like it belongs. 5. Lightweight, rimless, or semi-rimless when simplicity speaks loudest. Sometimes less really is more. Rimless and semi-rimless glasses are like the white shirt of eyewear, timeless, clean, effortless. And for many women over 60, they're the perfect answer to a very real need. I want to wear glasses, but I don't want to feel like I'm wearing glasses. These frames almost disappear. They highlight your eyes, not your eyewear. They don't cast shadows or dominate your features. And they're featherlight physically and visually. They're especially perfect for women with sensitive skin, high cheekbones, or minimal makeup routines, because they don't compete. They elevate you by getting out of your way. It's quiet elegance. And in a world full of noise, that kind of style is a power move. Bonus wisdom: don't just pick what looks good, pick what feels true. Now here's the part no optical chart can measure. How do you feel in your glasses? Because yes, cat eyes may flatter you, clear frames might brighten your face, but if they don't feel like you won't wear them with joy, and style without joy, it falls flat. So here's your real assignment: try them on. Not just in a mirror, but in your life. Wear them while you laugh, while you move, while you look at someone you love. Notice what happens inside, because the right glasses don't just lift your face, they lift your energy. And when you feel aligned with your reflection, everything else flows from there. How you speak, how you walk, how you show up. That's not vanity, that's visibility. And after 60, that matters more than ever. In the next section, we'll explore exactly how to find the perfect pair for your face shape, your coloring, your lifestyle. Because knowing what works is one thing, but knowing what works for you, that's where the real magic begins. And if this part lit a little spark inside you, go ahead and tap like, not for me, but for you, because it's one small act of self-affirmation, and it tells YouTube this is the kind of content we deserve more of. You're also warmly invited to subscribe, so we can keep exploring how to show up fully, boldly, beautifully, gracefully. Because your light didn't fade with age, it just needs the right frame to shine through again. By now, you might be feeling it, that little spark of possibility, that gentle excitement that comes when you realize. Maybe it's not about changing who you are, but finally letting the outside reflect what's always been within. But the next question is inevitable: how do I know what works for me? Because yes, there are flattering styles, proven shapes, colors that brighten. But your face is yours, your energy is yours, and your glasses, they should be too. Let's take this last stretch of the journey together, and I'll walk you through the 4 things that matter most when choosing the perfect pair. 1. Face shape. It's not about changing features, it's about creating balance. There's no bad face shape, only frames that enhance or interrupt. So instead of obsessing over symmetry or rules, let's think about harmony. What helps your features feel seen, supported, and softly elevated? Here's a gentle guide. Oval faces, lucky you, almost anything works. But softly square or rounded frames add structure without harshness. Round faces, angular frames like rectangles or cat eyes add definition and contour. Avoid circles, they echo the roundness. Square faces soften strong jawlines with round or oval glasses. They bring a beautiful fluidity. Heart-shaped faces, a wider forehead and narrow chin. Try bottom-light styles or subtle cat eyes to balance the upper face. Long or narrow faces, go for taller frames or deeper lenses. These add proportion and fullness, especially across the mid-face. Want a tip? Stand in front of the mirror and trace your face shape with lipstick or a makeup brush handle. Then step back and see, what shape does it echo? That's your starting point. But remember, your face is not a formula. It's a living canvas. And glasses are the frame for its art. To skin tone and hair color, color is light, not decoration. Most women pick glasses the way we once picked pantyhose: beige, black, silver, safe, functional, invisible, but color is powerful. It reflects, it absorbs, it speaks. Let's keep this simple. First, determine your undertone. Look at your veins in natural light. Bluish or purplish veins, you likely have cool undertones. Greenish veins, that suggests warm undertones. Can't tell, you may be neutral, and that gives you flexibility. Now apply it. Cool undertones shine in silver, charcoal, icy blue, lavender, rose pink, clear crystal. Warm undertones glow in bronze, tortoise shell, honey, champagne, soft coral, warm taupe. If your hair has turned silver, white, or salt and pepper, embrace contrast but not conflict. Avoid jet black or harsh red. Instead, go for soft metallics, pale tortoise, translucent hues, or muted jewel tones. Color shouldn't wear you, it should lift you, like a candle lighting your face from within. Try holding different frames next to your cheek in natural daylight. You'll feel it, the one that makes your eyes sparkle and your skin breathe. That's your color. 3. Lifestyle and comfort. The best glasses are the ones you'll actually wear. Style without comfort. That's just performance. And at this stage in life, we don't perform, we live fully, softly, powerfully. So ask yourself, do I wear glasses all day or just to read? Do I need progressive lenses or blue light filters? Do I spend hours at a desk, on walks, at dinner parties? Do I wear makeup daily, or do I want my glasses to do the brightening for me? If you want lightness, go rimless. If you want presence, choose a statement frame. If you wear no makeup, try warm-toned glasses to bring softness to your face. Also, pay attention to fit. If they slip, pinch, or weigh heavy on your nose, let them go, because subtle discomfort becomes invisible resentment. You deserve frames that you forget you're even wearing. Until someone says, wow, you look so fresh today. 4. Expression, alignment, and that quiet click of, yes, this is me. Here's the part no optical guide will teach you. Glasses aren't just for seeing clearly. They're for being seen truthfully. When you try on the right pair, something clicks. It's not logic, it's not strategy, it's a feeling. Yes, that's me, that's how I feel inside, that's who I'm becoming. Your glasses should match your spirit, not just your specs. Are you bold? Go geometric. Are you gentle? Try soft golds, delicate lines. Are you entering a new phase? Let your glasses be your quiet declaration, I'm still here. Still beautiful, still becoming. This isn't about hiding age. It's about owning it gracefully, openly, unapologetically. And the right frames don't cover you up. They uncover what's always been there. Closing. The final reflection. You've walked with me through the signs that age your face. The styles that lift it. The shape, the tone, the fit, the feel. But at the end of the day, there is no perfect pair of glasses. Only the pair that makes you feel more you, that makes you lift your chin just a little higher, smile a little brighter, speak with just a touch more certainty. Because when you find that pair, you don't just change how you look, you change how you show up. And that, my friend, is the kind of beauty that doesn't fade. So if this series has stirred something in you, if you're feeling inspired, seen, or simply curious, I invite you to honor that. Go try on a new pair, not just to see better, but to be seen. And if you found this journey meaningful, I'd love for you to subscribe. This community is growing and I want you to be part of it. Because women over 50 deserve more than invisibility. We deserve elegance, clarity, confidence, and a frame that finally fits the woman we've become. You are not too old, you are not behind, you are right on time. Now go find the glasses that remind the world and yourself of that. So here we are, you've walked with me through every step. From the subtle ways the wrong glasses can dull your sparkle, to the beautiful ways the right pair can light you up again. We talked shapes, we talked color. We talked about lifestyle, fit, and feeling. But really, this was never just about glasses, was it? It was about something deeper. About that moment when you look in the mirror and finally see a woman who feels aligned again. Not trying to be younger, not hiding who she is, but stepping into her reflection with clarity, softness, and power. Because after 50, after 60, after all the decades of giving, building, nurturing, doing, you deserve to be seen. Not just by others, but by yourself. Noticing the light in your own eyes, the grace in your lines, the wisdom in your expression, and yes, allowing the frame that holds it all to honor who you've become. This isn't about fashion. This is about visibility, not blending in, not fading away, but showing up fully, wholly, beautifully. You see, the right glasses don't change who you are. They simply stop hiding her. And maybe, just maybe, this little change is the beginning of a much bigger one. A shift in how you carry yourself, in how you take up space, in how you let the world reflect back what you've always known deep down, that you're still vibrant, still evolving, still visible. So here's what I hope you remember. You're not too old, you're not too late, you're not past your prime. You're in your becoming, and it's never too late to reframe the way you see yourself. Let your next pair of glasses be a quiet celebration, a whisper to the world that says, I'm still here, still radiant, still me. And if this message touched something in you today, I'd love for you to leave a comment. Tell me, what kind of glasses are you wearing now? Or what kind of woman do you want your next pair to reflect? And if you haven't yet, I invite you to subscribe. This space is for you, for the woman who's still becoming, for the woman who refuses to disappear quietly, because visibility isn't vanity, it's truth, and you deserve to be seen.